Hey everybody, welcome to Minecraft, and today I'm showcasing / showing a tutorial for a TNT cannon. Let me just demonstrate real quick. This cannon fires about roughly from a height of 23 blocks, which is what it is now. It can be higher or it can be lower to the ground. From there it fires about 231 blocks outward, which is a pretty good distance, especially if you're raiding a base in, I don't know, like a faction server. From the ground, it's about 30 blocks less, so around 200 blocks from ground, but I'd recommend firing it from up high so you can get more distance than that. Now, it uses 17 TNT every time you shoot, so it's not the most cost-effective thing. I've seen much more compact designs. It won't get the distance you get here, but it uses less and maybe gets about 100 blocks. And then I've seen TNT cannons where it uses 30 to 40 shots, but it gets, I don't know, a good 500 to 1,000 blocks. It all depends on how much money you would have in a faction server or a raiding server, or if you're just wanting to try this out in survival mode, how much TNT you would have. So yeah, 17 blocks every time you fire. If we come down here, the rifle bit, by the way, is just for showcase. It's not part of the cannon or crucial. If we come down here, I'll show you how to make it. So you want it, it's 10 by 3, the original base, with these 5 by 2 bits on the side, with redstone on the outer bits of the 5 by 2, with redstone repeaters going into the dispensers that align on the 5 by 2 side. So about 10 dispensers here, and then the wall that's covering where the dispensers would be, and then a water block or water source right behind the dispensers back here, with a trapdoor instead of a slab. I find it much easier to use. The second level, on the left-hand side or right-hand, you can always just inverse them or flip them. You want to put another row of these dispensers, but not on the other side. Only one of the sides you would want to do this. And then you want to put your first dispenser that would fire an actual shot, and then the rest can be filled in with obsidian. Third layer, just a whole row of obsidian, except for on the side where you didn't double up with the dispensers, so where you just had 5, you're going to put the one layer over here, and then instead of covering the second layer with obsidian, you're going to use the redstone repeaters. You're going to put 8 down. 6 of these are ticked all the way back, but the front 2 are not. You could even just replace these with redstone if you wanted to, but I like to use repeaters. And then you're going to put another dispenser on top of the original one that's going to be firing the impact shot. And then the rest of it you can just fill in with obsidian. Now the redstone, on the second layer, or the second stage, you were going to connect the back, but I can just show you that here. So you want to take from the 2x5s, you want to connect them up around the back, and then put a block above the middle one back here. Put a lever on that block, and then put some redstone on the same block, going to the left. On the side where you didn't double up, this is where you connect it up to the repeaters, and it feeds into these 2 dispensers firing the shot. Let me just demonstrate this one. I didn't really see. Let's try again. Sometimes you might get a dud, sometimes you might not, but usually you don't. Oh, actually that might have a shot. Never mind, you didn't get a dud that time. That was just, I didn't even see the shot. So yeah, it fires all the way down to about here. Gives me a range of, I don't know, 10 blocks. And I took the middle of this general area back here, and it's about a 30 blocks difference to where it would be higher up. So 23 to 30. A little more than every block you increase the height is about just a little more block distance. So 50 blocks might be like 45 blocks increase in distance. So yeah, the higher the better. The higher the much better. Anyway, yeah, that's been how to make a long-range TNT cannon that will fire about 200 to 300 blocks, depending on how high you have the actual cannon. If you enjoyed it, I have more gaming videos out there. I'm not going to ask you to sub or leave a like unless you want to, but I'm not going to be a greedy ad whore. So yeah, if you enjoyed it, I don't know. Try it for yourself. It's pretty fun. See you later. Bye.